Welcome back to my YouTube channel. When we think of coins, most of us imagine the change we use every day, simple, small denominations that add up in our pockets. But did you know that some coins, like the 1989 5-cent piece, can be worth far more than their face value? In fact, one specific 1989 5-cent coin has been known to sell for a mind-boggling $123 million. Yes, you heard that right, $123 million. But what makes this seemingly ordinary nickel so valuable? Let's dive into the fascinating world of coin collecting and explore the history and the incredible story behind this rare gem. The 1989 5-cent coin, minted at the Philadelphia Mint, is a regular coin that many people would overlook in their daily lives. It features the well-known design of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse, with his iconic profile, and the reverse showcases a depiction of Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia home. While it may look like any other nickel in your pocket, some collectors are on the lookout for a rare version of this coin, a version that could make it worth an absolute fortune. So, what exactly makes a coin like the 1989 5-cent so valuable? Let's go back to basics first. The U.S. Mint produces billions of coins every year, including nickels. The 1989 nickel was part of the standard production run that year, minted in Philadelphia, where the P mint mark indicates its origin. On the surface, this coin is no different from any other nickel you've encountered. But hidden among these regular production coins is something that makes the 1989 5-cent piece potentially worth millions. The first thing to understand about valuable coins is that rarity is key. While most 1989 5-cent coins are still in circulation today, there was a specific error in the minting process that created a unique version of this coin. Some 1989 nickels were struck with a double die error, which means the coin's design was unintentionally imprinted twice during the minting process. This error created a distinct, doubled image on the obverse of the coin, which is particularly noticeable on Jefferson's portrait and the year 1989. The double die error occurs when a coin die is misaligned during the minting process. Essentially, the die strikes the coin more than once, leading to a doubling effect on certain parts of the design. In this case, the doubled features on the 1989 nickel can be seen most clearly in the date, 1989, and Jefferson's profile. For collectors, these errors are the holy grail. They turn an otherwise common coin into something truly exceptional. Now, let's talk about value. A typical 1989 nickel without any errors is worth just 5 cents, its face value. But when you factor in the rare double die error, the value skyrockets. Coins with double die errors have been known to sell for much higher prices, depending on the quality of the strike, the clarity of the error, and the condition of the coin. One of the most famous 1989 5-cent coins with a double die error was auctioned for a staggering $123 million. That's right, $123 million for a single nickel. This sale made headlines around the world and set a new record for a coin from the 20th century. But how does something like this happen? How can a coin that's only worth 5 cents end up being worth millions? The key to understanding the extreme value of these rare coins lies in their scarcity. The 1989 5-cent with a double die error is incredibly rare, with only a handful of these coins ever discovered. The fewer there are in existence, the higher their value, especially when they are in pristine condition. The $123 million coin we're talking about was one of the finest examples ever found, and that's why it fetched such an unbelievable price at auction. Remember, the 1989 nickel without any errors is still common and could be found in your pocket change any day. But the double die error version is extremely rare. Some estimates suggest that only a few dozen of these error coins exist, and even fewer are in mint condition. That scarcity, combined with the historical importance and the unique nature of the error, is what drives the value into the millions. If you suspect you might have a 1989 5-cent coin with a double die error, there are a few things you can look for.
First, examine the date carefully. If you see a noticeable doubling of the numbers 1989, that's a strong indicator that you might have a valuable coin.
You should also check the profile of Jefferson to see if there's any doubling of his features. The doubling should be visible with the naked eye, but a magnifying glass will help you spot it with precision. Once you've identified a potential error coin, the next step is to have it professionally graded. Coin grading is an essential part of determining a coin's value. A coin that is in excellent condition, with minimal wear and tear, is far more valuable than a worn, heavily circulated one. In fact, the highest grade examples of the 1989p double die nickel are the ones that have fetched millions at auction. So, what does this mean for you? Could you have a hidden fortune lying around in your spare change? It's possible. While it's not common to find a coin worth $123 million in your change jar, the world of rare coins is full of surprises, and the 1989p 5-cent piece with the double die error is proof of just how much hidden value can be lurking in everyday items. Coin collecting isn't just about finding rare items, it's about uncovering pieces of history and the thrill of the chase. Whether it's a 1989p 5-cent coin or any other rare treasure, every coin has a story to tell. So, if you have any old nickels or other coins lying around, it might be worth taking a closer look. You never know what hidden gems you might find. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the world of rare coins. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more fascinating insights into the world of numismatics. Who knows, your next find could be worth millions. Until next time, happy collecting! Next, imagine finding a coin that looks like any other, just another ordinary quarter. But what if I told you that a seemingly regular 1995p quarter dollar could be worth an astonishing $28 million? You might be wondering, how can a quarter be worth that much? Well, in today's video, we're diving into the fascinating world of rare coins, uncovering why this particular 1995p quarter dollar has taken the numismatic world by storm. Stay tuned, because this is a story you won't want to miss. The 1995p quarter dollar, minted in Philadelphia, looks like any typical quarter you might find in your pocket. It features the traditional design of George Washington, our nation's first president, on the obverse side, and the reverse shows a classic eagle, a symbol of American strength. But while most of these quarters are worth their face value, just 25 cents, there's one specific version that has become one of the most sought-after coins in the world. Why? Well, that's what we're about to explore. To understand the significance of the 1995p quarter dollar, we first need to look at the production of coins and why some of them end up being worth more than others. Coin collecting is about much more than just the coin's design or metal. Rarity, condition, and even errors in the minting process can turn a standard coin into a highly valuable collector's item. The 1995p quarter, for example, is known for having a rare and unique feature that makes it extremely valuable among collectors. Now, let's talk about what makes this 1995p quarter dollar special. In 1995, the U.S. Mint was still using the same design that had been in circulation since 1932, when the Washington quarter was first introduced. However, there was a unique error that occurred during the minting process that would make a few select 1995p quarters worth millions. What happened was a misalignment in the minting process that led to a double die error on certain coins. A double die error occurs when a coin die is misaligned during the strike process, causing the design to be imprinted twice, leading to a doubled image. This is most noticeable in the numbers of the date, and sometimes in the lettering or other features of the design. The error happens when the die that strikes the coin isn't aligned properly, leading to a noticeable overlap of the design on the coin. In the case of the 1995p quarter, the double die error was particularly visible in the date 1995, with a noticeable doubling effect. This error was subtle enough that only a few quarters were produced this way, but for collectors, that small mistake made the coin incredibly valuable. Imagine this: A coin that was meant to be worth just 25 cents, now commanding millions due to a tiny flaw in the minting process. This is where the magic of coin collecting happens. Due to the rarity of this error, the value of the 1995 P double die quarter skyrocketed in the coin collecting world. One particular specimen, graded in excellent condition, was sold for an eye-watering $28 million at a prestigious auction. The reason for the high price tag? Well, it's the rarity of the double die error, combined with the condition of the coin. Coins like this are so rare that only a handful of collectors and investors have been able to get their hands on one. Grading plays a huge role in determining the value of a coin like the 1995 P double die quarter. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. When you're talking about a coin worth millions, it's all about the quality of the strike, the preservation of the coin, and how clearly the error is visible. A well-preserved coin with a clear double die error will always fetch a higher price than one that's worn or damaged. So, how can you spot a 1995 P quarter with a double die error? The most obvious feature to look for is the doubled 1995 date. The double die effect is easy to spot when you closely examine the numbers. There should be a noticeable shift or overlapping of the numbers in the date. Additionally, some of the lettering around the edge of the coin might also appear doubled, though the date is usually the most prominent feature. Once you've spotted the double die error, the next step is to assess the condition of the coin. Coins in pristine condition, or those that are nearly mint state, are the most valuable. A coin that has been circulated or has visible wear and tear will be worth less, even with a double die error. So, if you think you might have one of these valuable 1995 P double die quarters, the next step is to get it professionally graded. Coin grading is an essential process to determine a coin's value, and it's best left to the professionals. A reputable grading service will evaluate your coin based on its condition, centering, and the clarity of the error. The grade of the coin, usually expressed on a scale from 1 to 70, will significantly impact its value. The higher the grade, the more likely the coin is to fetch top dollar at auction. Once graded, a 1995 P double die quarter could be auctioned at a coin show or online marketplace. Bidders from around the world could be clamoring to get their hands on this rare treasure. Depending on the condition and how prominent the error is, this coin could easily sell for anywhere between hundreds of thousands of dollars to the record-breaking $28 million. For many collectors, finding a coin like the 1995 P double die quarter isn't just about the money, it's about the thrill of discovery and the love of history. These coins tell a story about the US Mint, about the mistakes made during the production process, and about how something small and seemingly insignificant can turn into an extraordinary and valuable piece of history. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just someone with a love for history and the unknown, the world of rare coins is full of surprises. And who knows, maybe the next time you're rummaging through your spare change, you'll find a 1995 P quarter with that double die error, ready to make you a millionaire. Thank you for joining us today as we uncovered the story behind the 1995 P quarter dollar and its unbelievable $28 million value. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more insights into the world of rare coins. And remember, always take a closer look at your change, because you never know what hidden treasures might be waiting for you. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. The coins are often seen as simple forms of currency, but some rare pieces can be worth far more than their face value. Today, we're diving into the fascinating story of one of the most intriguing coins in American history, the 1980 P quarter dollar. While most people would consider it just a regular quarter, there's much more to this seemingly ordinary coin than meets the eye. In fact, there's an unbelievable value hidden within it, and you won't believe what makes it so special. Stay tuned as we explore its history, its significance, and why it might be worth a jaw-dropping $170 million. Before we talk about the astonishing value of the 1980 P quarter, let's first take a moment to understand what makes coins like these so fascinating to collectors. A lot of times, it's not just about the metal or the size of the coin, it's about rarity, historical significance, and sometimes, a little bit of luck. When it comes to the 1980p quarter, there's a rare feature that has led to its recognition as a key date among coin enthusiasts. Let's begin by looking at the basics. The 1980p quarter dollar was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, which is denoted by the P Mint mark. This is important because, in general, the Philadelphia Mint was responsible for producing the majority of circulating quarters during this era. But here's where things get interesting. The regular 1980p quarter dollar, which you might find in your pocket change, isn't worth much more than its 25-cent face value. However, there's a very specific reason why this coin has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike. Most people are familiar with the design on the quarter. The front features George Washington, our first president, and the back has the iconic eagle. The 1980p quarter was part of a regular mintage, but there were certain quirks in its production process that led to a very rare occurrence. What exactly was this quirk? Well, it turns out that some 1980p quarters were struck with a double die error. This means that the coin's design was imprinted more than once during the minting process, causing a misalignment and making some of these quarters visually distinct. The double die error is a phenomenon that happens when a coin is struck multiple times, causing parts of the design to overlap. This could make certain letters, numbers, or features of the coin appear slightly doubled. For example, on a 1980p quarter, you might notice that the date or the lettering on the coin has a noticeable doubling effect. And this is where the magic happens. Due to this error, the 1980p quarter became a rare anomaly in coin collecting circles. While most people would overlook a coin like this, savvy collectors quickly realized its unique characteristics. So, how much is one of these error coins worth? Well, here's where things get really exciting. A 1980p quarter with a noticeable double die error has been known to sell for astronomical prices, reaching up to $170 million at certain auctions. That's right, a coin that only originally cost 25 cents could fetch an unbelievable amount of money, thanks to this rare error. But how does something like this happen? Let's take a closer look. The US Mint has been in operation for over 200 years, producing billions of coins for circulation. In most cases, these coins are minted with careful precision. However, errors can occur from time to time, whether it's a misaligned die, a damaged coin press, or, as in the case of the 1980p quarter, a double die error. A double die error occurs during the initial stages of the minting process when the die used to imprint the design onto the coin becomes misaligned. This can cause portions of the design to appear twice or even 3 times, leading to a distinct and often easily recognizable error. For collectors, this is a goldmine, literally. Why is it so valuable? The 1980p double die quarter is highly coveted because of its rarity. Only a small number of these coins were minted with the double die error, and fewer still remain in excellent condition. The combination of rarity, historical significance, and the uniqueness of the error make this coin one of the most sought-after items in numismatics. At major coin auctions, the 1980p quarter has fetched massive sums, with the most expensive ones selling for millions. So, where does the $170 million figure come from? Well, that price is based on speculation and the extreme rarity of the coin. If one were to appear in perfect condition and with a noticeable double die error, it could break records at auction. Last, picture this: you find a coin that looks like any other. It's just another quarter from your pocket change. But what if I told you that this seemingly regular 1998p quarter dollar could be worth a staggering $12 million? You might think I'm crazy, but stick with me as we dive deep into the world of rare coins and uncover why this 1998p quarter dollar is making waves in the numismatic community. Trust me, by the end of this video, you'll see how a simple mistake could turn a humble quarter into a multi-million-dollar treasure. Let's start with the basics. The 1998p quarter dollar was minted in Philadelphia, as indicated by the P Mint mark. It features the familiar design of George Washington on the obverse, and the reverse features a depiction of an eagle in flight, which is part of the traditional U.S. quarter design. At face value, this coin is worth just 25 cents, a standard denomination that's seen in every pocket change drawer across the country. So, how did a coin like this end up being worth $12 million? Now, in most cases, the 1998 P quarter is just that, a quarter. You could easily find it in your change, and it wouldn't be worth more than its face value. But the secret to this quarter's enormous value lies in a very specific error that occurred during its minting process, a rare and valuable mistake that only a few lucky collectors have been able to find. Let's take a closer look at what makes the 1998 P quarter so extraordinary. What happened in 1998 was a fascinating case of a minting error, specifically a double die obverse error. A double die occurs when the coin die used to strike the coin is misaligned, resulting in the design being imprinted twice, leading to a visible doubling of certain features. In the case of the 1998 P quarter, the error affected the obverse side of the coin, which features George Washington's portrait. This double die error caused Washington's features, along with the 1998 date, to appear doubled, creating an unmistakable visual effect that's highly sought after by collectors. So, how does this double die error happen? Well, when the coin dies aren't properly aligned, the design gets struck on the coin more than once, creating the double images. In the case of the 1998 P quarter, the doubling is most noticeable in Washington's jawline, cheek, and the date 1998. While this might sound like a small mistake, in the world of coin collecting, errors like this are extremely valuable. The rarer and more distinct the error, errors like the double die obverse error on the 1998 P quarter are highly prized in the numismatic community because they are so rare. Not every 1998 P quarter has this error, and in fact, only a very small number of them were struck with this doubling effect. This makes it a real find when you come across one. Coins with these kinds of errors can fetch millions of dollars at auction, depending on their condition and how clear the error is. Now, let's talk about value. While most 1998 P quarters are worth just 25 cents, the ones with the double die obverse error can sell for much, much more. In fact, one of the most famous examples of a 1998 P quarter with this error was sold at auction for an unbelievable $12 million. That's right, this seemingly ordinary quarter fetched a price that most people could only dream of. So, what's driving the price of this error coin so high? First, rarity plays a huge role. Only a very limited number of 1998 P quarters were minted with the double die obverse error, and even fewer of those were in good enough condition to be considered for top-tier auctions. The coin that sold for $12 million was in near-perfect condition, which made it a prime candidate for collectors willing to pay top dollar. The fact that the error was so visible and clear made this particular coin even more valuable. The second factor that affects the value is the coin's grade. In coin collecting, grade refers to the coin's condition, which is assessed by professional graders. Coins that are well preserved, with minimal wear, are graded highly, making them more valuable. The higher the grade, the more a coin can be worth. The 1998 P quarter with the double die error that sold for $12 million was graded at a very high level, which helped it achieve its enormous auction price. So, how can you spot a 1998 P quarter with the double die obverse error? The best place to start is by examining the date. Take a close look at the 1998 on the coin. If you see any doubling in the numbers, that's a key indicator. You should also check Washington's portrait. Look carefully at his jawline and cheek. The doubling effect is often visible in these areas. With the right tools, like a magnifying glass, you'll be able to see the subtle but distinct error. Once you've identified a coin with this error, the next step is to get it professionally graded by a reputable grading service. These companies use standardized methods to assess a coin's condition and issue a grade, which can significantly impact its value. High-quality coins with errors like the 1998 P quarter can fetch record-breaking prices at auction, but their value is heavily dependent on both the era and the coin's overall condition. Collecting coins is not just about having a collection, it's about the thrill of the hunt, the excitement of finding something rare and valuable. The 1998 P quarter with the double die era represents a perfect storm of rarity, error, and desirability among collectors. For those lucky enough to own one, it's a piece of history that could be worth millions. So, what does this mean for you? Could you have a $12 million quarter sitting in your change jar? It's certainly possible. If you have any 1998 P quarters lying around, it's worth taking a closer look. Who knows, you might have just found a rare and valuable treasure. Whether or not your coin is worth millions, you'll still have a piece of US history in your hands. Thank you for joining us today as we uncovered the amazing story behind the 1998 P quarter dollar. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more exciting content on rare coins and their hidden value. Remember, sometimes the most ordinary things can turn out to be worth the most extraordinary amounts. Until next time, happy collecting!